let's go talk to them. What's this green icon up here? Let's go talk to him. Talk to Laoli?
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Laoli, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
And she kind of already explained what the musical instrument was, and she already told us pretty much what the sudden deluge was, but I kind of want to know a little bit more, so let's see what she has to say.
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
Okay. Well, hey, where is this place? Let's help her out. Let's go ahead and help her out.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
I'm sure we'll find some way. Alright, let's keep exploring this area a little bit. Is this a merchant? Yes. Oh, and there's new weapons. Blue gleam. For a second, I read that as bubble gleam and was like, oh, well, cool. It's like bubble gum. So that must be a new currency. Oh, and a new outfit. Very cool. Banuk Ice Hunter. Karja Blazon Master. Nora Silent Hunter. That's cool looking. She looks like a ninja there. Almost a little Ninja Turtle-esque with the green. That's cool. I like that. Okay, insulated and treated with medicinal oils, the survivalist gear provides slow health recovery over time. I mean, I have the shards, I have plenty of materials. Yeah, let's buy it. Okay. Let's go through here. It's a free sample box. Why not? And special items. Map, pigments, blue gleam. Okay, so there's definitely more collectibles in this one, which is good. Date. Maybe even later in the stream. Who knows? Maybe we'll just come across it. Who knows?
I do not want to hear this talk from you again.
See what he has to say.
Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good.
Kind of like their armor. Looks really, really cool.
Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
Yeah, let's talk about...
Did your Warwick come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the Daemon. But I was born here, and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
Okay, let's talk about Aurea.
Aurea knows about this Daemon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
This Daemon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Okay. Don't want to get too testy. Let's talk about the expedition, and then... I don't know what the song's edge, but I'm curious about it. So
You're
we'll
set on
talk about
going
that later.
back to the mountain?
I put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last until the Karja seek war again.
Okay, well, thank you for the info.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
Aloy seems annoyed by him. I have to say, though, I have to admit that so far,
I thank the blue light for security.
one thing I remember playing this game was the conversations. And, I mean, for one, they looked better than Mass Effect Andromeda, which came out, I think right around the same time, if not a month or so after. But the conversations, though, they looked better.
Okay,
The characters were
I
just
wanna
kind of
learn more about how this
stiff.
daemon affects the machines.
And
Find Araya. And to do that, I need to talk to her apprentice.
wasn't really
who followed the river
jarring.
north.
It just kind of didn't really look that great. And now the characters move and they animate more. It just seemed like they have more life. Was that wind blowing the snow up the... Okay, Guerrilla Games. Look at you getting fancy. Look at you getting fancy. But no, anyway, they move more
Outlander,
now.
wait a moment.
And so... excuse me.
That weapon of yours,
Something to say.
Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Okay. Well, one thing I like about this so far is that it seems like there's plenty to do. And is this... Are they dying?
One
Close?
either strives to be the best, or one accepts failure. There's nothing in between.
See, it's stuff like this that I appreciate from developers when they put this kind of stuff in here. It just adds to the world
Longer
building.
you struggle, the darker the colors end up being.
It's just really cool. Now, can I jump in here? Let's see if I come out. My clothes a different color.
But send them to the cut, and most of them don't last a week.
Nope. Worth a try though. But yeah, it's just cool things like that. You know, they didn't have to put something like that in here,
The herd isn't roaming far from the camp.
but they did, and it just adds to the world building. It just gives you a sense that this place you're exploring is lived in. There's a life to it. It just adds to the overall immersion of the game. It says I discovered a campfire, but I don't see it. Is it up here? Looks to be that way.
Maybe kept crying.
Outlanders. Karja Outlanders.
Let's go ahead and do a quick save. Never hurts to save.
What's he thinking when he revolved
It doesn't look like I can talk to anybody
King of Odd was sitting on his
and
hands,
greet them, but
but he got the prince out.
I kind of want to keep going. I want to keep exploring, and
Bergren said Araya's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far.
so let's just keep going. Let's see if we can find her, get some answers, figure out just what it is she learned. So maybe she went up somewhere and it... Did I just step on? Yeah. She went up somewhere
That
and then
must be
disappeared.
Natuk, looking out at that tower. It looks like it's sending out a pulse or signal. Naltuk?
Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergrand told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Oseram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. But what can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
Let's talk about what they're
Aratak
doing.
said this daemon was frenzying machines.
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the daemon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before. A corruption. But it wasn't from your daemon.
You have? Well, then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
No. Those are new to me too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
Okay, where did
Will you
Aurea
tell
go?
me where Aurea went?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the answers I need.
There's but one voice Aurea wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
Alright, you want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Aurea.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is.
Okay. Aloy's like, let's get to work. Destroyer override. Tower. Let's see if we can get close. I'm wondering if that pulls.
I can't feel I can kill the machines. What about the tower? Will I be able to
Okay, nope. Oh no, we got it, we're good. Okay, so let's see these guys. And now I have a fight on our hands. Awesome. Things okay. Blasted me back. Grab some of these materials because we might need them later. There's a pulse. I wonder if that's scanning. Let's... Oh, we have to kill all the machines. Okay, we can do that.
No ammo. This isn't good.
Good. Let's do two. Ooh, missed. Can't get rid of the weapons. case.
So the tower helps nearby machines, but it can be overridden.
Alright, let's head back to Maltuck. Let's see what we can't find out. Good grief, this game is very pretty. Again, it just goes back to this game is game of the year. It's just gorgeous to look at. Very, very pretty game.
Seems I can take care of the machines and towers. The daemon's next.
You claimed its power for yourself somehow. Perhaps Aurea should meet you after all. What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine. A great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
Okay, hey, let's talk about
You
this
said
blue
something
gleam.
about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
We did notice that. We can get some sweet, sweet swag with this blue gleam.
Bergren told me you're Aurea's apprentice.
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the blue light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Aurea's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me, an aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Okay, let's ask him if he was at Thunder's
Were you
Drum.
with Aurea
He might know some things.
when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Aurea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
Okay, let's go to...
How do I
Shaman's
cross
Path.
this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Aurea at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
Alright, well, let's go.
All right. I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find this shaman's path.